last weekend I went up to the boat, checked on things, and started a couple projects, one of which was removing the base from the forward hatch and the hatch itself because it had become a little bit rotted in a couple areas. As you can see here, it was rotted there, some of the corners here. So my plan was to remove it, bring it home, measure it up, and buy some new teak and rebuild it. So this weekend I went through about the task of disassembling the whole thing, and it was quite the pain. There's a lot of screws holding this thing together. I thought I'd explain the way this 50-year-old forward hatch was manufactured. So the top of the forward hatch is fabricated or made from tongue and groove pieces of teak. Each piece was screwed both sides and epoxied to the top of a piece of fiberglass. So the tongue and groove was epoxied and screwed to the top of the fiberglass. Obviously, I'm doing this in the reverse order. I believe is the way it was manufactured. So underneath the tongue and groove, you can see there's a piece of fiberglass, and there are holes where screws were attaching the fiberglass and this box that goes around the top of the forward hatch. So in order to expose those screws to remove the box, I had to remove the tongue and groove areas. But I did that. So this is the box that is part of the forward hatch, that when the hatch raises up and goes down, this moves up and down with it. So these pieces are rotted, need to be replaced. So the part that is attached to the boat is this part here, and this is one of the things I removed from the boat last weekend. So these pieces are attached to the cabin top, and they're screwed from the bottom. And they're screwed into a box. So there's two screws here, two screws go here, and then the opposite on either side. And as you can see, it was kind of rotted out there. So I'm going to fabricate, I believe, a new box for this piece, and then the piece that attaches to the bottom of the hatch itself. And the tongue and groove pieces actually look like they're in good condition. I used a heat gun to expose the screw heads. They're countersunk, and they had teak plugs on top of it. So the best way I found to easily get those off is I heated up the varnish so it was soft, and then I used a drill bit the same diameter as this hole, and by hand I would twist it over the screw head and remove the plug and the varnish. That exposed the screw, and then I was able to back it off. But actually these pieces don't look like they're in too bad a shape, so I think I'm going to be able to reuse those. The other option I'm considering is modernizing the forward hatch and buying a new aluminum frame forward hatch with you know, some sort of polycarbonate lid that'll allow light into the V-berth area. I haven't made that decision yet because I'm just getting pricing now. The project on the wood here doesn't seem like it'll be too difficult to do, but obviously I got a few weeks, or actually a couple months, before the boat goes back in the water and I need to be done with this project.